Memories of it.
Well, I'm native in the Dromore district, you know.
Right.
And you know, traditional music was always fairly strong in this area of the country. Some of the great old players, Owen McCanny and Charlie McCanny and all them men are all gone. And my brother Paddy was one of the former members of the founder members of Copenhagen.
Where did Paddy live?
Netherlands. Died last year, 91, March 91.
Well, you were at the formation of the Porters branch here.
Oh, surely here we formed the match here. Master Coulton and ourselves here, and brother Paddy and Brian O'Donnell was Ulster secretary at that time, or chairman or what you call it. We formed here in St. Patrick's Hall, Dromore in 1959. And Dromore still lived up to it. Music tradition here. Where do we live off?
It's very without that, like we're running a bit of fire there, but we're going to
Yeah.
You were saying there about Paddy and yourself's involvement here in the formation of the branch.
Well, we're involved with coaches here in Tyrone from the first years of coming to be it. You know. And, Dromore, we knew Dromore, you take on well in Dromore here always, you know, because there's a lot of good players and so a lot of people interested around Dromore district. They appreciated our music, you know. But I think it's going better now than ever did because a lot of young players here now. When you listen to the background of Frank Sheridan here, and next door neighbour of my own here playing the box. One of the greatest imitators of Paddy O'Brien or bowlers of maybe in Ireland.
When you put him in the same class,
well, he's there or thereabouts now. He's not far behind. Listen to his music there.
Oh, he's doing all right. But you were saying earlier, remember Paddy McElvanna and the fellas?
Paddy McElvanna from Monaghan, and there was John Kelly from Dublin, and Jimmy Sheary, and I just forget the names of them all now. Paddy told us. And before we knew even the meaning of the word coldness or anything else, these people, Pat used to tell me about all this at the meeting they had in Dublin. That was before, that was only in the talking stages of it. And these, well, Pat come back to the north here, but this was all, he was a great force behind things to get a thing organised.
Paddy McElvanna and all them fellas get the credit.
Paddy's still alive, you know. Right?
Would you or Paddy would have been equally due credit for?
Why? When you see these men, you have to get together and form this in Dublin.
That would be a great idea to get it all.
Alright, well, you see, this was now in the talking stages. There was really nothing done, but they knew there was so much in town up and down the country that wasn't organised. You know what I mean? And fair play to them in Dublin, they weren't organised that day. And up and down the country, and I think the first Fleadh that was in official Fleadh was in Mullingar in 1851.
What was in the first year of that yourself?
The first Fleadh was up in Longford in 58. I was way across the water and all the rest of the year. And it was a great success, it was a great Fleadh. I'll never forget it. Someone remember all my night. Great music.
There was a great fella, Fosty's returning award there only a few weeks ago with Josie McDermott.
Josie McDermott, Josie McDermott was there too. And a whole lot for to mention. Michael Riley, Valna Lee, they were quite elite people. They were great musicians.
Did you play with Paddy O'Brien?
Well, no, I never played with him, but I was in his company now. The very funny thing about Paddy O'Brien died 2 days before my brother Paddy died in March of 81.
I'd say that they got together for a tune.
Oh, they could have played together.
But they would have got together.
Oh, they've met. Because on his own way, my brother might have been as good with a fiddle. Paddy might have been on the accordion. He didn't compose any, but he could have a tape the thing while, you know.
Exactly.
He could bring it as near to it as possible. Right.
How many brothers were in your house?
Well, there was five of us all together, 5 boys and a girl. She died in New York last year. And that was a good calling house for A's musicians, Andy McGann and Steve One and all them people from...
Desi Donnelly, a Fenton.
Well, no, this was Desi was an American now. This was in New York I'm talking about.
Oh, no, that's New York, all right.
And she had all the top musicians there. They used to call with her in her house. It was an open house for Irish music there.
In New York?
In New York.
How many of the brothers played? How many of your brothers?
No, just Paddy and myself.
Paddy and yourself, too.
Tommy sings about their ballad man, you know.
Yeah, this was a good flower.
Good flower, sure. Well, there's not much more I can tell you about all this now, but...
There's just one last question I asked to Mickey, and I suppose you'd be in agreement with myself, I suppose. How would you think the style of the music is going?
Well, there's some great players now, but they've got into the habit now of playing the music. The young people far too fast. They're not giving it the feeling they should have.
I would be in agreement with you.
There's a lot of young people that went into this style of the Donnan style and
swinging it away.
Stockton swing. No, far too fast. Some of the great players that they think are great players, well, I wouldn't count them great players at all because they play too fast.
It was originally dance music and the spirit.
Well, you see, the dance music was just time. If you lost the time, you're a bit ruined.
Yeah, you're ruined. Very talented if they slow it down.
Oh, great. They are good if they slow it down. They are really good.
Well, would you say there's more young musicians playing now than there was?
Oh, there would be. There would be, surely. There would have been. You see, there's been classes and all there.
Yeah.
You know, and there's been teachers.
I think there's no fear of loss in it.
Oh, very strong.
Very strong.
If we could get them back on the right tempo again.
Get them slow down a wee bit.
Get them on the right tempo. This thing never would be as strong as it's going to be. So you slow it down.
Slow it down and keep it.
A wee bit. Play it on the right time. What's their time? Get a good dance teacher. And, I think the best advisor they could get would be a good dance teacher.
That's right.
Because I don't think I listen to anybody else.
The music that's when it's played fast, you could not dance to it.
Well, there's no feeling in it, you see. Music's for listening to. It's for dancing to, but it's really out in session, I guess, that's for listening to.
There's a great team.
Very good. Well, Frank shouldn't be. Frank has got his time right.
He's got the time right.
That's how he stands out.
Well, here, Mickey, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
Well, I hope it has, and if there's young people listening to that, that we're after going over, I hope they'll take advice from us.
I hope so.
Well, then. Right then.
chain. All round full chain. All back to the chain there. 4 games in the center again. Boys in now. There they are. Top to the hole on the left. Opposite side now. Down to the top. Second last dance now. You have a choice of Shangus reel, cross reel, any 8-hand reel, 4-hand reel, or a 4-hand dance now. Right.
been really shocking up in Tyrone. Before we come to the last dance, this being the concluding event of Tyrone 92, there are obviously a few acknowledgements we want to make, but before we do that, I'd ask with you to join in your appreciation of what I think has been a very, very fine powerhouse of music tonight in the Artwork Day Band. Thank you very much. Someone who holds the energy at all, a man who can get the sweat out in any Kelly band, your father thinks you like Pat Kelly. I've just come down from the street, and when you're in Dromore, I think it's quite in order to say the street. There are other streets I know, but I think you accept the fact that I won't say the street. I'm worried about it that there's quite a lot of enjoyment, and I think it's fair to say that we've had a very, very enjoyable event, and one which we can be very proud of. We truly have come along to Dromore and revelled in our cultural identity, and we've made merry with our music, our singing, our dancing, and I think above all our hospitality and our friendship. I know for a fact many acquaintances have been renewed and many new acquaintances have been made, and that is indeed the spirit of the Fleadh Toll, that is the spirit of the Cultus Toll in Ireland. And long may it continue, and no doubt it will, with people like yourselves who are prepared to give that commitment and prepared to give it your time to ensure that atmosphere prevails. And I think we can be congratulated on the atmosphere that you certainly created for Dromore this weekend, and we're indeed very, very proud of you all, and we thank you for that. I'd like just formally to make a few acknowledgements, and firstly, on behalf of the County Board of Cultus Toll in Ireland, I pay tribute to the people of Dromore who really did open up not only their premises in our town, but indeed their hearts, and give us a very, very sincere welcome to bring the Fleadh along here. And they, in fact, were very much foremost at providing that hospitality and creating the atmosphere, which did us all very proud. We thank you, the people of Dromore, for being our host for this weekend, and indeed indebted to you. Dromore. Indeed, contrary to the perception which often prevails outside of the Fleadh going fraternities such as yourselves, but the Fleadh does not happen, it's got to be organised. A lot of hard work has been done over the past few months, I can assure you of that, and all credit is due to the local branches, the more branches of Cultus Toll and one of the oldest branches in the organisation. We thank them, their committee and all their workers and helpers for the hard work they have done, and certainly the input has been equivalent to the output. We have achieved a great Fleadh Toll for us. I mentioned a few other very, very important people in the area that we must acknowledge for their cooperation and assistance. I speak of the management and staff of St John's who gave us their facilities all weekend, the Prize Committee here for their assistance and their facilities, and St Nicholas GAC for their help in stewarding and the facilities for the marching band competition and so forth. And indeed all the workers and supporters that were pulled in behind those bodies to help with the commitment that they gave us. We thank them all sincerely. Most of you, I'm sure, were up the town today at the parade, and certainly I think the people turned out in force to enjoy that. And we thank the people for turning out and making it the colourful family day that we like to try and make it. We're very, very grateful for doing that. And I'd like to also pay tribute to all those who took the extra effort to put on the floats, and indeed the bands who came along, indeed some of them coming quite a distance to play for us. I think it was a truly honourable spectacle of what we're all about in Cultus Toll in Ireland. And the other thing which I think was featured at this year's Fleadh Toll was the programme. I know certainly a lot of effort was put into compiling that programme, many, many hard days and nights of work, and most of that was attributable to the local branch here. And it's quite a tribute to them that on the Thursday night we're told that the allocation of programmes which were ordered for the Fleadh were sold out, and the printer had to spend most of the night reprinting so we would have programmes on the weekend of the Fleadh. That is a tribute to the quality of the work which they have done, and we thank them for that. It may not be appreciated in 1982, but I can assure you, 30 or 40 years on from now, that document will be appreciated, not only the people of Dromore, but indeed for their team. One important statement in that programme was asking you to acknowledge and support all the contributors, and not only talking about those who contributed articles, but indeed those who contributed sponsorship to the programme. Without it, certainly could not have been compiled. Thank them all for their sincerity and their support. Of course, we have tried over the past few years to ensure that Fleadh has been a very, very hospitable event. one that a lot of warmth and indeed a lot of character to try to generate that, and that's been done through our catering efforts. Dromore has certainly come out very, very much in front in their catering, and I would pay a special tribute to particularly the ladies committee, and unfortunately that made a sexist remark, but there was indeed a few gents there as well, but I think that when it comes to catering, it has to be left in the hands of the ladies. And you've had tea at the very tail of that, but not only have you had tea here, all the musicians of the town playing sessions, all the adjudicators, the workers have all been fed. That took a lot of effort, it took a lot of time, particularly women who are busy. They've come along and they've certainly put their mark on the feeding. We thank them very much for that. One final acknowledgement that I've made, and that is to those people in the town who opened up their homes to provide accommodation. Not only for adjudicators and other officials who came along, but there were people I went here last night at a very late hour from very, very far afield, and the homes were made available to them, and they got a good night's sleep and no doubt a good breakfast. We thank them for their true spirit of hospitality. We thank them very sincerely for that. I'm sorry that these acknowledgements take a bit of time, but this is the only platform that we really can seriously get up and acknowledge the people who do make the Fleadh happen. And it's very, very easy after we all go home and say, we're great again at Dromore. We can forget that all the hard work was done. And let's remember the people who were working didn't see very much of the Fleadh. I can assure you of that. I've seen people sitting in the office all day up in the school, and I doubt if they can even tell you how many people are on the street today. They have to forego it, but they do, and knowing that the work they're putting in is giving other people pleasure, I thank them sincerely for that. I thank you all very much, not only for coming along tonight, but indeed for supporting all our functions. And I won't hold you back any further from the last dance. I think it is once again where you might have to hear agus go mbeadh.
Now there's a few kiddies here. Friday night next at the community centre in Strathroy. Next Saturday night it's Gilly Road. Right, the last dance, the high call cap, 4 couples in each set. Out with the door. Right now to fill up the sets quickly, 4 couples each. The high call cap.